I mean, really. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we're gonna stand up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I guess I'll mute. There we go. All right. So we're just gonna start with feet parallel, hip width apart. Let's see. All right, so just standing hip width apart, take an inhale, lift up the arms, and exhale to lower the arms. Big inhale to lift, reaching for the sky, stretching everything out, and exhale to lower. And then this time, let's keep our arms up, stretching for the ceiling. Take the right wrist into the left hand, reach up and over to the left. And then inhale up through the center. Left wrist and right hand, reach up and over to the right. And then come up, lower the arms, and big circles. Let's reach the arms forward and back. Forward and back. Big circles, breathing. And last one this way. And reverse. Reach back, pull it forward. Reach back, pulling forward. Really moving those shoulder blades, squeezing the shoulders. Last one. And reach the arms up above the head again. And keep the arms to a Y above the head and reach up and over to the left. You're gonna hold it here to the left. The head is the same distance from both arms. You're gonna lower the right or the left arm and then lift it back up. Lower the left arm and lift. Keep pulling the abdominals in and up. Last one, lift the arms, stack yourself up in the middle and up and over to the right. And lower the right arm and lift high. We're just stretching. Lower the arm and lift. Keep pulling the abs and make sure you're not sinking into the low back. And then lift that arm, stack yourself up, open the arms out to the side, roll the shoulders forward to back. All right, so making sure our legs are hip width parallel. I'm gonna start by bending the knees and sitting the hips back. So finding that squat position, hold it for a second. Check in with the abs, make sure they're pulled in. The low back is nice and lengthened. The tailbone is reaching behind you. You're heavy in your heels and your toes. You stand up, press the arms back. Lower down, stand up, pressing the arms. So making sure as you're bending those knees that they're tracking over the second and third toes. And the knees aren't collapsing in the middle. So you gotta look down and make sure that the knees are still out. Good. Last two. Last one. Keep on breathing. Lower down into the squat and hold. Holding it right here. Let's lower a little inch, up an inch. Lower an inch, up an inch. Keep pulling those abs in and up. Sitting back into those heels. Make sure you're heavy in your heels. Reaching the tailbone behind you. Last two. And one. Stand all the way up. Take a breath. And we're coming back down into the squat. So knees are forward, abs are in, shoulders down the back. Take the right arm, sweep it down and back. As you rotate the right chest to the right, your chest to the right, reach the right fingertips away from the left fingertips and bring the arms back forward. And then left arm goes down and back. Hold that rotation. See if you can stretch those arms 3 inches longer. And then bring the left arm forward. Right arm goes back, rotate to the right, stretch, 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 and bring it forward. And then the left, down and back, hold it, stretch, and then bring it forward, stack, stand up. Shake those legs. All right, let's open our legs into a wide V. So wider than the hips and turning the toes out. All right. You're gonna bend your knees, come down into your squat. We gotta check and make sure we're all in alignment. Make sure that the tailbone is reaching to the floor, not arching behind you. So tucking that pelvis. Think, pull those hip bones to the bottom of your rib cage. So there's your ab rib connection right there. Reach the arms out to the side. You're gonna straighten those legs to stand up. When you straighten them, feel like you're pulling those legs towards each other and lower down. And lift, and lower, and lift. Good, so just reaching the arms out to the sides, keeping them out to the T, lowering down into our sumo squat, and lift, pulling those heels towards each other every time you stand up. So really getting to those inner thighs. Lower, and lift. Two more. Breathing, abs pulling up, rib cage lifted off the pelvis, lower down and hold. Hold it right here. Lift up a little inch, lower an inch, up an inch, lower an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Take the hands behind the head. Keeping the legs in your wide position. Come down into your squat, hold. Now, check in with the front ribs. Make sure the front ribs are closed. You have that ab, rib, hip connection right here. All right, hands behind the head. We're gonna take a side bend. Right elbow to right thigh. Keep looking forward and stack up. You're just gonna side bend left and stack up in the middle, keeping that squat nice and stable. And up, left, and up, right, and up, left, and up. 2 more, right, and left, and stand up. Walk those feet in, shake them out. All right, let's come, we're gonna roll, take a roll down and start coming down to the mat. So step to the edge of your mat, so that most of the mat is behind you. And exhale, drop the chin to chest, start articulating your spine down. One vertebra at a time. Rolling all the way down. And then bend your knees. Go ahead and sit down on the mat. I'm gonna pull you closer because sometimes my sound goes out. So if you can't hear me, I'm sorry. Okay, so coming all the way down. Let's, I'm sorry, not all the way down. We're gonna sit tall. All right, so we're gonna start with some half rollbacks. So either, let's start with our hands right here under our thighs, elbows wide, squeeze those legs together, sit really tall in the spine, and curl the tailbone, scoop the abs, roll halfway back. Keep your eyes on your belly button, eyes on the belly, and then inhale, exhale to lift tall, lengthening the spine all the way tall. And then start from the tailbone to curl, scoop the abs, tilting the hips back away from your thighs, and then lift yourself back up, nice and tall. Keep going. Curl the tailbone under you, scoop the abs to roll halfway back, and then lift yourself up tall through the top of the head. Really feel the lower back articulating. When you roll back halfway, you're pulling the belly button into your spine. And then lifting up, sitting tall. And one more, you're gonna roll halfway back and you're gonna hold that one there. Hold it right there. Now, before you let go of your legs, I want you to check to make sure you're squeezing your thighs together and your abs are pulling in. Your belly button is pulling back into your spine. Now lift your arms straight in front of your shoulders. Good. All right. You're lifting yourself forward an inch, back an inch. Little inch forward, little inch back. That's it. Little inch, little inch. Squeezing those legs, scooping the abs, shoulders away from the ears, warming up those abdominals. Last 2, and sit all the way tall. Pull yourself, you can hold on the front of your knees or your shins. Big inhale, big exhale. All right, reach those arms out in front of you. Shoulders down, sitting nice and tall. Curl the tailbone, scoop the abs to roll halfway back, hold it here. Lift both arms up to the ceiling, lower both arms down. Lift the arms and lower. So right here, you gotta dig into those abdominals and breathe. Shoulders are nice and easy. Make sure they're not squeezing the neck. Last one, lift, lower, and stack yourself up tall. Hold on the front of your shins. All right, we're gonna take it into a rotation. Reaching the arms, actually not rotation yet. Yeah, we might add it. Okay, curl the tailbone, roll halfway back. I just was making up my mind. Because what I wanna do really is just open the arms out to the side first, and then bring them back forward. Now really think of curling the pubic bone up to the ceiling so the low back stays really rounded and the abs stay really tight, pulled into the spine. Last one. Open, forward, sit tall. Now we'll take it into a rotation after we rest for a second. Big inhale, reach the arms forward. Big exhale to curl the tailbone and roll halfway back. Here's our rotation. Left arm first, down and back. We rotate the chest, and then we come back forward. And then to the right, right arm back, rotate right, and then front. So squeezing those legs, keeping the hips and the legs stable as you rotate the chest and the rib cage. And back. One more each side, right and left. Oh, I'm saying the wrong way, and come up. Oh my gosh. My right and left isn't very good, especially teaching this way. All right, now we're gonna roll ourselves all the way down to lay on the floor or the mat. Curl the tailbone, scoop the abs, nice and slow, rolling down. Okay. All right, so head on the floor, just looking up to the ceiling. Bring the right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Squeeze those inner thighs together, make sure they're nice and hugging. Take your hands on the side of your knees. Keep your heels together, open your knees out to the side. So a little external rotation at the hip sockets, and bring those knees back together. The knees open, externally rotate, and back together. Now make sure those low abs are pulled in and up. Last one, you open and bring them together, hold them there. Reach your arms above your shoulders. Take an inhale, exhale to roll, curl the head and shoulders up. Arms down by your hips. From here, we pump for 100. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Keep pumping. Eyes are looking into your belly button. Legs are hugging together, keeping those shins parallel to the ceiling. Pumping with straight arms from the back of the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Just focus on that breath. Really inhale deep, exhale deep. One more set. And exhale. Pull the knees into the chest. Lay your head down and rock those knees side to side. Just get a little stretch. All right. Take your hands behind your thighs. Rock yourself up to sitting. And let's hold it here for a second. So we're going to take our feet together, open the knees. We're going to take a little stretch forward for those hips. All right. And then we're going to straighten our legs out in front of us. We're going to try some roll downs. So for the roll down and roll up, you can keep your knees bent, or you can have them all the way straight. So it's up to you. Protect your low back and do what feels good for you today. So I'm going to keep my legs straight, but you can definitely keep them bent. Reach the arms forward, sit really tall. You're going to start, push the heels forward as you pull your toes back towards your knees. You're going to start from the tailbone, curling underneath you to start lowering your spine on the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Reach those heels forward. Arms stop at the ceiling above your shoulders. Take an inhale, lift the head. Exhale, roll up. Remember, this is where you can bend those knees if you need to. Chin stays tucked into your chest as you reach the fingertips forward and pull the abs back. And then take an inhale, start curling that tailbone, pressing the legs into the floor, slowly rolling down, finding your control. And arms stop to the ceiling, taking an inhale with the head. Exhale, rolls up. Scooping into the abs. Good. Reaching forward. Reach. And then pull the abs in, curl the tailbone. Press those legs into the floor as you roll down. Nice and controlled. Inhale one more time. Inhale, lift the head, exhale, roll up. Reaching the fingers forward as you pull the belly button back. And then curl the tailbone out from under you. Start laying your spine on the floor, one bone at a time. All right, pull the right knee to the chest. Go into our single leg circle. So pull that knee in, giving the hip a stretch first. And then you lift that leg to the ceiling, press the arms into the floor. We start by crossing the leg over the left, down, around, back up and high. Cross, lower, out, center. There you go. So stabilize those hips. Pull down and up. Cross down, around and up. And you can make the circle as small as you need to keep those hips stable. Last one this way. Pause at the ceiling. Now reverse the circle. You go out only shoulder width, lower down, across the left leg and back up. Out, down, across, lift, up. Out, around, and up. Good. Keeping those hips nice and stable as much as you can. Abs pulling in and up. Last one. And slowly lower that leg to the floor. And pull the left knee into your chest. Left knee pulls in. Give it a stretch. Reach the right leg away from you. And flip that right heel. Knee, straighten the left leg up, press the arms down. You cross over the right leg, reach down, out to the side, back up. Cross, down, around, and lift. Pulling those abs in and up. Make sure the back of the ribs stay connected onto the floor. Down, around, and lift. Pause here, reverse. Out, down, across, lift. Out, down, across, lift. 3. Using that breath. And last one. And slowly lower that leg to the floor. And let's pull our knees into our chest here and roll back a little stretch. And then bring your arms to a V on the floor. Just a low, kind of narrow V. Bring your legs back to tabletop. Squeeze them together so knees directly over hips. Lower the knees to the right, only where you can keep those shoulder blades on the floor so your left hip is lifting, and then use your left oblique to pull those knees back into the center. And then lower those knees over to the left, keep the right shoulder on the floor, and then use the right obliques to lift those knees back up. And lower to the right, use those obliques to lift back to the center. Using that breath, exhaling, inhale as you lower to the other side, exhale as you deepen into those abs and lift the knees back to the center. One more each side. You guys are looking great. And once you do it to the left, pull those knees into your chest and take a breath. Okay, we're going into some ab series. All right, so remember, I'm going to cue the curl up. If at any time you need to keep your head down, just keep your head down, but you can keep doing the exercise. Okay, so knees into chest, nod chin into chest to lift the head, shoulders, shoulder blades off the mat. Both hands on the right knee, left leg to your high diagonal. And then switch, and switch. And switch. Good. So eyes stay on the belly button. pulling those abs away from your shirt, and switch. Let's go a little quicker, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. 3, 2, keep breathing, and pull both knees in, lower the head. All right, curl chin to chest, lift the head, lift the chest, okay? Double leg stretch. Reach the arms by the ears, the legs to a diagonal. Circle the arms to the side, bend your knees in, give them a hug. Inhale, reach the arms and legs away. Exhale, circle and bend. Good, you have 4 more. Reach, circle, bend. Use the breath. Inhale and exhale. Keep those legs squeezing together when you reach them away and when you pull them in. Last one. And lower the head. Roll the head side to side. A little stretch in your neck. All right, do some scissors. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Straighten the legs to the ceiling. Both hands reach up for the right ankle as high as you can. Left leg to a diagonal. Pull that right leg, 1, 2. Switch legs, pull, pull. Switch, pull, pull. Switch, pull, pull. Now flex your feet. Reach with those heels. Makes it a little deeper stretch. Keep your tailbone nice and heavy. Neutral pelvis. Abs pulled in. And pull, 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 pull. Last one each side. And bring your knees in, lower your head. Good work. Woo. Sweating. All right. Keep our arms down for this. Press them into the floor. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling. All right. Let's rotate our toes out. Toes and knees out. So you're squeezing the back of your glutes, the back of the legs, your heels together, toes apart. Press your arms into the floor. Lower the legs just an inch or 2. Give your abs to lift them back up. You're creasing at those hip sockets. Lower the legs. Use the abs to lift. Lower, pull those abs in. Exhale, lift. As you lower the legs, you're pulling the belly button to the spine. Good. Last one. You're almost done. And pull those knees in. Give them a hug. Good work. All right. Crisscross. Oh, my music went off. Okay. Here we go. Hands behind the head. Okay. Let knees into the chest. Curl head and shoulders up. Look into your belly button. Reach the left leg out to a diagonal. Cross the left armpit to the right knee. Up and over. Come into the middle. Pull your knees to tabletop. Reach the right leg out. Right armpit over to the left. And come in the middle. Look at your belly button. Stay curled up. And over to the right. Come into the middle. Stay curled up. Over to the left. Come in the middle, you stay curled up. Lift those shoulder blades. Twist to the right. Middle, left, middle, right, middle, left, middle, and lower down. Good job. All right. Go ahead and rock yourself up to sitting. Okay, reach your legs out in front of you, flex your feet, open your legs to the wider than your mat for spine stretch. Reach your arms shoulder height, shoulder width. Remember, if you have tight hamstrings, just bend those knees up a little because you want to sit really tall on your sit bones. You don't want to be like this, no rolling back. I want you to have your hip bones on top of your sit bones. So arms out in front. Pushing those heels forward, engaging the inner thighs. Take an inhale to grow tall. Exhale, chin to chest. Round up and over your imaginary beach ball. Pull the belly button back as you reach the fingertips forward. And then inhale stacks you up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Round forward, up and over that imaginary beach ball, and then stack up. Good. Inhale, grows tall. Exhale, rounds you forward. Keep reaching your fingertips, shoulder width apart, palms face the floor. Stack up. Good. Turn those palms to face the floor and exhale as you round forward. Good. And then as you stack up, stay tall. Bring your legs together. And keep them together, bend those knees up. So flexing the feet, squeezing your legs together. We're gonna take our hands behind the head. So lower body stays stable. So you're squeezing those legs, squeezing all these hip muscles together. Hands behind the head, press the back of the head into the hands, lengthen the back of the neck a little longer, and draw those shoulder blades down your back. Okay, take an inhale, grow tall. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, back through the center, stay really tall. Head presses into the hands. As you rotate, keep pressing the head into the hands so you don't look down, and back to the center. Good. As you rotate to the left, keep pressing the head into those hands. Good. And rotate to the right. Keep drawing those shoulders away from your neck. Push them down. And back through the center. One more each side. Left. Good. And center. And to the right. Grow tall, grow tall, grow tall. And back to the center and rest those legs and arms. Just bring those feet together. Take your little stretch forward. Okay. All right, we're rolling, let's turn over onto our stomach. Okay, so let's go forehead down, forehead hovers the mat. I'm gonna turn my mat, I wanna make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, so legs are externally rotated, so toes and knees face out, and they're hip width apart. Your legs are hip width apart. Your arms, you're gonna hold the side of your leg with your palm. Your arms are straight, and I want you to make sure that your shoulders aren't rounding to the floor. I want you to pull those shoulders onto your back and find a little squeeze between those shoulder blades. All right, forehead hovers the mat. Reach those legs 2 inches longer than they are right now. Press them into the floor. Glutes are tight, legs are tight. Lift the upper body up. Reaching the fingers closer to those heels and then lower back down. Inhale as you lift, keeping the back of the neck nice and long and lower. Abs pull up. Keep those abs pulled in as you lift the upper body. Try not to push those abs into the floor and lower the upper body. Now keep those feet down on the floor, Sherry. There you go. As you lift the upper body, you're just pressing those legs into the floor. There you go. And lower the head, chest, and arms. Good. And lift. Think of back of the neck long, no creases in the back of the neck. Dropping that chin a little bit. And then lower. Last one, you're going to hold this one up. Hold this up. Good. Now, turn your palms to face the ceiling. Palms face the ceiling, up to the ceiling. Good. You're going to pull those arms up. Up. Up, up, squeeze those shoulders, squeeze those back muscles. There. Pull those abs in as you press your hip bones to the mat. And lower everything down. Take a breath. Now reach the arms out to a T, out to the side. Okay. All right. Your legs are staying where they are. You're still hovering that forehead. Now I want you to roll those shoulders back onto your back so they're connected. Now you're going to lift your upper body and your arms. Now, squeeze between your shoulder blades to lift those arms an inch, lower an inch. Lift the arms an inch, lower an inch. Squeeze those shoulders to lift the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Yes, get those rhomboids. They're our posture muscles between our shoulder blades. Good. Last one. And lower everything down. Take a breath. As you're taking a breath, you reach your arms above your head to a Y shape. Okay? So legs are still down on the floor. Press them into the floor. Lift the upper body with your arms. So it's a little heavier because your arms are out. Press those legs down. Use your abs, lift a little higher. And lift those arms an inch, lower an inch. Arms lift an inch, arms lower an inch. Squeeze those shoulder blades together to lift those arms. Squeeze them. There you go. Squeeze them. Yes. 3, 2, And 1, lower everything down. Push back into a rest pose, child's pose. All right. Turn on to your side. Let's do our side legs. So we're coming into, you're gonna lay on whichever side you wanna do first. I'm on my left. So you're gonna lay your head, your arm reaches out, you're gonna lay your head down, and then you're gonna bring your knees in line with your hips. So you have a 90-degree bend here at the hip, 90-degree at the knee, okay? All right, we're gonna do our clams. So you're gonna keep your feet together, lift your top knee up, you're squeezing your glute, and then lower it down. Lift the top knee and lower. So hip is staying stable, and you can even put your hand on your hip to make sure it's reaching away from your ribs. So you wanna make sure you're not doing this right here, where that hip is kind of up into your rib cage. So you're keeping those hips stacked. It's called stacking the top hip over the bottom hip. Lift and lower, really squeezing here to lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3, keep those abs pulled in, ribs are closed in the front. Hold this one up, hold it up, pulse it up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that knee up. Bring the foot to the height of the knee, so the whole leg is up. Lift it up 2 inches, lower down 2 inches. Just 2 inches up and 2 inches down. Keep a hold of those abs. Make sure those abs are tight. Lift it up, lower it down. 3 more. And lower. And 2. And 1. Lower all the way down. Take a break. Lift it back up. Hip level, in line with that top hip. Now, you're gonna make a little circle with your knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Press that leg all the way down straight. So when you reach that leg down, you should feel the bottom oblique, the bottom side, kind of lift off that floor because you're stretching that leg so long. Keep that hip right here as you bend your knee back in. And press it away. And bend it in. Press it and bend. Abs pulling in and up. Last 2. And 1. Hold this leg out long. Reach it 2 inches longer than it is right now. And then lift the leg up. Bring the toe. Y'all stay there. Bring the toe down in front of you. Tap the floor in front of you. Yeah. And then lift it up. Heel taps behind you. Lift up. Rotate toe to the floor. Tap the toe to the floor. Lift up. Rotate. So just lift up a little higher than hip level. We don't have to go too high. We're just kind of rotating that collarbone in that hip socket. Tap the toe, tap the heel. 1 more. Tap the toe, tap the heel, and bring it in. Whew. All right. For our transition, let's roll on to our back. Okay, so we're going into some bridging. So feet, hip, socket width apart, parallel feet. Remember, no turn out. And then arms down into the floor, eyes to the ceiling. Walk your fingers closer to your feet just to pull those shoulders out of your neck. Press the shoulder blades into the floor. Press the feet into the mat. Curl the tailbone. Scoop the abs to peel up into your bridge. Holding it right here. Hips, make sure they're even. Make sure both hip bones are even. Hold it here. Lower. Let's roll down, articulating the spine back to the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. Take an inhale. Curl that pelvis. Scoop the belly into the floor. Peel up into your bridge, nice and slow. Feel the stretch in the back. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, Slide, soften the chest and throat as you roll down, one vertebrae at a time. This time, we're going to curl up, hold your bridge. Curl the tongue, scoop up, hold the bridge. Hold it here. Now, can you give me a little more pubic bone to the ceiling? And close the front ribs, scooping those abs up. Now, just lower the hips down 2 inches, lift them back up. Lower the hips 2 inches, lift them up. Good. As you're doing this, you're still reaching those knees forward and trying to feel like you're dragging those heels back into your hips. Soften that chest. Keep the chest on the floor as you lift the hips and lower. That's it. One more. Hold those hips up. Hold it. See if you can lift them 1 inch higher. Take an inhale. On the exhale, soften the chest and throat and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Now bring the legs and ankles and feet all the way together. Squeeze them together. Now we're going to hip hinge the hips up. So you're just going to lift the hips up. Good. All the way. And then lower them back down. Lift the hips all the way up into your bridge. All the way. Push them up. Push. Use those glutes. And then lower them back down. Tap your tailbone on the floor and lift back up. Squeeze the booty and lower back down. And lift back up. Good. 2 more. Legs stay together. Inner thighs are hugging. Now lift the hips up and hold. Hold it here. Press into the left foot. Keep the knees together. Just straighten the right leg on your diagonal. And lower that foot. Squeeze those knees. Straighten the left leg. And then lower. Squeeze the legs. Lower, lift the right. And lower. Keep those knees together. Knees together. Just straighten the left leg to that diagonal. Good. Last one each side. Right. Lower. And left. Lower. Now hold it here. Reset those hips. Lift them back up. Think rib, bottom of the rib, reaching for the hip bone. And then lower those hips down. All the way. Let's take our figure 4 stretch. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Hold on the back of that left thigh and pull those legs into the back. Breathe into that stretch. And let's go to the other side. Cross left ankle over right knee. Pull the right thigh into your chest. Rock side to side. I like to press my knee away with my elbow. It gives you a little deeper stretch if you want a deeper stretch for that piriformis. All right, we're gonna sit up. We're gonna flip our head to the other side so we can do our other side leg. Okay, so laying yourself all the way down. Make sure your head, chest, and hips are in alignment. Your knees are in front of your hips. All right, feet stay together. Lift that knee and lower. And lift and lower. Really squeezing that glute to lift. Squeeze it to lift. Good. Good. Lift and lower. 2 more. And last one. And pulse it up and up and up. Really squeeze deeper into that glute to lift that knee. Pulse and pulse and pulse. 2, 1, hold. Lift that foot in line with the knee so that whole leg is the same height. Lift the leg 2 inches, lower 2 inches. Lift it 2 inches, lower 2 inches. Lift and lower. Good. Trying to press with the outside of the knee more than that foot because we're trying not to let that foot go higher than that knee. Abs pulled in. Check in with your ribs. Make sure they're not arching forward. Make sure they're nice and closed and controlled. Last one. Lower it all the way down. All right. Lift it back up. Right here, hip level. And circle. 5, 4, 3. Keep those low abs pulled in. And 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. You're gonna press that leg all the way straight, bend it back in. As you press it straight, feel that hip lengthen and keep that hip nice and stable as you pull it back in. You might feel the space right here on that bottom side, and that's okay. That just means that your hips are nice and stacked. Last 2 and 1. Hold it here. This is where we lifted 2 inches. Turn the toe to the floor and tap the toe in front of your bottom knee, and then lift it up and externally rotate so the heel goes down behind you. And lift, tap the toe in front, lift, tap the heel in back, lift, tap toe, lift, tap heel. Just keep those abs in nice and tight. It helps you control the leg and the hips. Last one, toe and heel, and then bring it on top of that bottom leg. All right, we're gonna come up onto our, we're gonna go to our hands and knees. Actually, we might just come to our elbows and knees. So, bringing your elbows under your shoulders. Okay, so make sure those elbows are directly under your shoulders. You can clasp your hands in the middle. I like to clasp my hands and push my forearms into the floor. Okay, so making sure your knees are under your hips and they're hip width apart. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of legs here, back of the booty. Okay, so you're gonna stretch that left leg out behind you. Toes are still on the floor. Make sure that your hips are still even and you're not that left hip. So keep that left hip facing the floor. Now squeeze your left glute to lift that left leg up and tap the toe. Lift the left leg, tap the toe down. Lift and tap. So it's glute hamstring, squeeze to lift, squeeze to lift. Keeping the back nice and long. Make sure you're not rounding those shoulders. Make sure you're pulling your head forward to keep the neck long. Now lift that leg up and hold. Your foot is flexed, your knee is parallel to the floor. Pull the heel to the hip as you keep that knee up and straighten that leg back out. Keep the knee up. Squeeze the heel in and straighten. Squeeze the heel in and straighten. So we're using our hamstring to pull the heel to the hip. Pull the heel to the hip. Good. 3 more. 3, 2, and last 1. Now hold that knee bent. Foot is flat to the ceiling. You're going to lift that knee up an inch, lower an inch, up an inch, lower an inch. Squeeze into that booty. Booty lift. 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee down. Woo, sit back in rest pose. Stretch that out. Okay, now we're going into our other leg. So come back up onto your elbows. Spine is nice and long, pulling those shoulders away from your neck, abs pulled in. Straighten the right leg out. The toes are still on the floor. Check your hips. Make sure the right hip is still facing the floor. Now use your glute to lift that leg up and lower down. Lift and lower. So we're stabilizing. The core is working really hard to stabilize the hips and the powerhouse. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Try to lift that leg straight up. Try not to turn the toes out. You gotta squeeze into that glute hamstring. Last one, lift it up, hold. Now keep the knee hip level as you pull the heel to the hip and straighten it out. Pull heel to hip and straighten the knee. Bend the knee to pull the heel in and straighten the knee all the way out. Pull the heel as close to the butt as you can. There you go. Really find that hamstring, pulling that heel to your glute. There you go. Last 2 and 1. Keep that knee bent, foot presses to the ceiling. Lift your knee an inch, lower an inch, lift an inch, lower an inch. Good, now you'll really feel that glute. Squeeze it. Squeeze. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, sit back, take a stretch. So just enjoy the stretch. Forehead down, arms out long. Breathe. Walk your hands over to your left side, to the left side of the mat, and just push that right hip back. Feel that stretch on your right side. And then walk your hands over to the right. Push the left hip back. And then walk your hands into the center. Tuck your tailbone, scoop the abs. Stack your spine on top of your hips. And then let's sit cross leg facing the computer. All right. Let's take our side stretch. So reaching the fingertips out to the side. Lift the right arm up to the ceiling and over to the left. As you slide that left arm away, you're stretching that right side. Inhale, stack up to the middle. Other arm up. Reach up and over to the right. And then come up. Bring your hands together in the middle. Turn the palms facing out. Push the hands forward as you round your spine and pull your abs back. So your back is rounded as you push those hands forward. And then stack up. Reach the arms back. Clasp them behind you. And push them down to the floor and look up to the ceiling. Squeezing the shoulders together. Opening the chest. And then stack your spine. Sit tall. And then take an inhale. Reach up to the ceiling. And an exhale to lower. One more big breath. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And then round over. Let's stretch our low back real quick. This always feels really good. All right, stack yourself up nice and slow. And you guys are done. Good job. Thank you.